Hi everyone, Colleen here from Authentic Pathways. I thought I would do a little mini video about reading the Celtic cross spread. It's not one that I use super often, but for some reason just recently I've been wanting to, I don't know, just dabble a little bit more, and I came across this little setup that I had done when I was first learning to read tarot. And actually, I realized it's actually quite funky. It's actually breaking down the Celtic cross into lots of little mini spreads, which when you are first starting to read tarot is very advantageous, because at the beginning to read an 11 card spread is one hell of a task. So I'm going to talk you through the spread in the traditional-ish positions. A lot of these card positions have been tweaked slightly by certain readers. That's absolutely fine. You know, you need to take the spread and make it your own. Like I said, I haven't used the spread for a while, and these were probably what I was focusing on at the time. So I may go through these and now tweak them to the types of things that I would focus on in a reading. I've just used quite a thin cardboard for this. But because I had experience in the past of forgetting after I decided what the positions in a spread were, I now insist on writing them down, or making, if it's a spread that I use often like I did then, using these little backing cards. So you can see that they are just slightly bigger than a standard card. So you can see the card and what is underneath. So I've done current situation, what needs focus now for the card in the middle, card number 1. I've used distraction or obstacle for card number 2, and I'm placing it like this rather than crossing it, and you'll see why shortly. Down here is distant past or roots of the problem, so foundation. Here is recent past, or what's currently falling away, so what's currently leaving the situation now. Here is expectations or potential. Here is in the near future, or something which is opening up. So whereas this one's what's falling away, this one's what's opening up, so what's in the near future coming into the person's life. And then down here we have the traditional ones: self, environment, hopes and dreams, and likely outcome. Now remember, you can change these to suit your preferences. I'm using this as an example at the moment. So what these little things do is they lay over the top of the cards and create little mini spreads. So instead of having to cope with this 11 card spread at once, you can do little bits and pieces. So for instance, this, and really this was made out of scrap cardboard, as you can probably tell, but it does help, trust me. So here you've got present, obstacle, and querent, or self. This is the person's self. So you would place this in the present, which is your current situation, obstacle, and self. So you would place that little thing like that. Okay, so you know it's 3 cards: present, obstacle, and querent, which is the self. Okay, because this labels from the reader's perspective, and this is from the seeker's perspective, and this is from the reader's perspective. So clearly I need to redo my labels, but that's how that one lays. And that little mini spread is where you stand at this moment in time: present, obstacle, and self. You see? So there's one little mini spread. This one is recent past, present, near future. And that goes straight across the middle. I'll pop it there so that you can see straight across the middle. Recent past, present, and obstacle, near future. And that little spread is snapshots of the most recent and soon-to-be events. That's a little 4-card spread. Then we've got recent past, present, and past. So So that's going to be here. You've got your recent past, your present, and your distant past. And that little spread is how you got to where you are. Then you've got this one, which is past, near future, likely outcome. So that's going to be here, past, near future, and likely outcome. There you go. So past, near future, and likely outcome. And that little reading is where you're coming from and where you might end up as a result of that. And the next one is potential, near future, likely outcome. So that's kind of here like that. Potential, near future, likely outcome. And that little mini reading is likely future based on current path. Then we have likely outcome, hopes and fears, environment, and querent. So that's actually just the 4 cards down the side here. Likely outcome, hopes and fears, environment, and querent. And that is how the mindset might be impacting the outcome. Because of course, if you hopes and dreams, how you see yourself and how the environment sees you, that's your mindset, how your mindset might be impacting the outcome. Then we've got another one, which is just these 3 bottom ones, hopes and fears, environment, and self. And that is your mindset and what might be influencing your thoughts and actions. So it's a mini 3 card spread. And then we have possible outcome, present, obstacle, past. This one's up this way. It's up like that. Past, obstacle, present, and potential. So it just goes straight up. And that way you have all those little mini readings, which are much easier to interpret instead of one big reading. So you can try that, and with those little mini readings you can then put them together to form the bigger picture, the bigger Celtic cross reading.